Here are some OPIC questions and answers with more details, complex sentence structures, and expanded responses for higher level English proficiency. Personal and daily life. Tell me about yourself. My name is Lisa, and I am originally from Busan, South Korea. I have been learning English for several years because I enjoy communicating with people from different cultures. In my free time, I love reading self improvement books, watching documentaries, and practicing yoga. Describe your daily routine. My day typically starts at 6:30 a.m. with a short workout followed by breakfast. After that, I either go to work or attend my online classes. I make sure to allocate time for learning English by listening to podcasts or watching educational videos. In the evening, I unwind by reading, cooking a healthy meal, or going for a walk before heading to bed around 10:30 p.m. What do you usually do on weekends? On weekends, I like to do activities that help me recharge. For example, I often go for a nature walk or visit a cafe where I can relax and read. Sometimes I meet up with friends for dinner or watch a movie. If I have extra time, I take an online course to improve my skills in areas like business communication or public speaking. Do you prefer mornings or nights? Why? I prefer mornings because I find that I am more productive and energetic at the start of the day. The quiet atmosphere allows me to focus on tasks that require deep concentration, such as writing or studying. On the other hand, I understand why some people prefer nights, as they can be more peaceful and relaxing. Tell me about a recent holiday or special day you celebrated. Last December, I celebrated New Year's Eve with my family. We had a small gathering at home where we prepared a variety of traditional dishes, shared our goals for the upcoming year, and watched fireworks at midnight. It was a meaningful celebration because it gave me time to reflect on my achievements and set new resolutions, hobbies, and interests. Do you have a hobby? Yes, I have several hobbies that help me relax and stay engaged. One of my main interests is photography because it allows me to capture moments in a creative way. I also enjoy playing the guitar, which I started learning a few years ago. Music helps me express myself, and it's also a great way to improve my focus. What kind of music do you like? I have a diverse taste in music, but I particularly enjoy jazz and indie rock. I find jazz to be very soothing, especially when I need to focus or unwind. Indie rock, on the other hand, is great for when I want to feel energized. I also like listening to music in different languages as it helps me appreciate other cultures. Do you like watching movies? Why or why not? Yes, I love watching movies, especially ones that make me think or teach me something new. I particularly enjoy psychological thrillers and historical dramas because they provide a deeper understanding of human behavior and past events. Additionally, watching movies in English has significantly improved my listening skills and vocabulary. What is your favorite TV show? My favorite TV show is Sherlock, which is a modern adaptation of the classic detective stories by Arthur Conan Doyle. I admire the main character's analytical skills and quick thinking. The dialogue is also quite witty, which makes it both entertaining and intellectually stimulating. Do you prefer reading books or watching movies? While I enjoy both, I tend to prefer reading books because they allow me to use my imagination and think critically about the story. Books also provide a deeper exploration of characters and themes, which is something that movies sometimes simplify. However, I do watch movies when I want a more visual and immersive experience. Travel and transportation. Do you like to travel? Why or why not? Yes, I absolutely love traveling because it allows me to experience different cultures, try new foods, and meet interesting people. I believe that traveling broadens my perspective and helps me become more adaptable. Have you ever traveled to another country? Yes, I have traveled to several countries, including France. One of the most memorable trips I took was to Paris, where I had the opportunity to visit historical landmarks and interact with locals. It was a truly enriching experience. How do you usually get to work or school? I usually take public transportation, specifically the subway, because it is fast and convenient. However, if the weather is nice, I prefer walking since it allows me to clear my mind and get some fresh air. What is your favorite mode of transportation? My favorite mode of transportation is the train because it is both efficient and comfortable. I enjoy looking out the window and watching the scenery pass by, especially when traveling through the countryside. What would you do if your bus were late? If my bus were late, I would check an app to see the next available option. If I were in a hurry, I might consider taking a taxi or using a ride sharing service. Otherwise, I would use the waiting time to listen to a podcast or read a book on my phone. Food and restaurants. What is your favorite food? I have many favorite dishes, but if I had to choose one, I would say sushi. I love the combination of fresh fish, rice, and seaweed, and I appreciate how each roll is carefully prepared. Do you like cooking? Why or why not? Yes, I enjoy cooking because it allows me to be creative and experiment with different ingredients. Cooking also helps me eat healthier since I can control what goes into my meals. Tell me about a restaurant you like. There is a small Italian restaurant near my house that I absolutely love. They make everything from scratch, including their pasta and sauces. The ambiance is cozy, and the staff is always friendly. What is a popular dish in your country? A popular dish in my country is Korean BBQ short ribs. It is typically made with beef or pork short ribs that are marinated in a savory, sweet, and slightly smoky sauce before being grilled over an open flame. It is often served on special occasions such as Korean Thanksgiving, weddings, and festive dinners with friends and colleagues. Would you rather eat at home or in a restaurant? Why? I prefer eating at home because I can cook meals that are both nutritious and cost effective. However, I do enjoy dining out occasionally, especially when trying a new cuisine. Future plans and goals. What are your future goals? In the future, I hope to advance my career by gaining more experience in my field. I also want to become fluent in English so that I can confidently communicate in professional settings. Do you want to live in another country? Why or why not? Yes, I would love to live in a different country for a few years to experience a new culture and expand my professional opportunities. What kind of job do you want in the future? I would like to work in industry, preferably in a role that allows me to use my problem solving skills and interact with diverse teams. What is something new you want to learn? I want to learn data analysis because I believe it is a valuable skill in today's digital world. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, I see myself working in a leadership position, using my skills to contribute to a meaningful project. Personal and daily life. How has your daily routine changed over the years? Over the years, my routine has evolved significantly due to changing responsibilities. When I was a student, my day was structured around classes and assignments. Now I focus on work, professional development, and maintaining a balanced lifestyle. I prioritize exercise, productivity, and personal growth while adapting to new challenges. Describe a significant change you made in your lifestyle and how it affected you. A few years ago, I decided to adopt a healthier lifestyle by incorporating regular exercise and a balanced diet. Initially, it was challenging, but over time, I noticed an increase in my energy levels, better focus, and improved overall well being. If you could master one skill instantly, what would it be and why? I would choose public speaking because effective communication is essential in both professional and social settings. Being able to articulate ideas clearly and persuasively can open doors to leadership opportunities and enhance personal confidence. What do you do to manage stress effectively? I use a combination of strategies, including meditation, deep breathing exercises, and journaling. Additionally, I make time for hobbies like reading and listening to music to maintain a healthy work life balance. How do you usually prepare for an important event? I start by outlining the key objectives and breaking tasks into manageable steps. For a work presentation, I rehearse multiple times, gather feedback, and refine my delivery. If it's a social event, I ensure I am well prepared with relevant information or topics for discussion. Hobbies and interests. Describe a hobby that requires skill and dedication. Playing a musical instrument, such as the piano, requires both technical skill and dedication. It involves learning to read sheet music, practicing coordination, and developing an ear for harmony, all of which take years to master. What is a hobby you tried but didn't enjoy? Why? I once tried gardening, thinking it would be relaxing, but I quickly realized it required more patience and effort than I expected. The unpredictable weather and constant maintenance made it less enjoyable for me. How do you choose books to read? I select books based on recommendations, reviews, and my personal interests. I enjoy nonfiction books that offer insights into psychology and human behavior, as well as novels with compelling storytelling. Would you rather explore space or the deep ocean? Why? I would prefer to explore space because it represents the unknown and the limitless possibilities of human discovery. Space exploration could provide answers about the universe, our origins, and potentially new planets for habitation. If you could spend a day in the life of any historical figure, who would it be and why? I would choose Leonardo da Vinci because of his genius in multiple fields, including art, science, and engineering. Experiencing his thought process and creativity firsthand would be fascinating. Travel and cultural experiences. Describe a travel experience that changed your perspective. Traveling to Japan broadened my perspective on cultural etiquette, discipline, and innovation. Seeing how tradition and modernity coexist so seamlessly made me appreciate different approaches to lifestyle and urban planning. What are some cultural differences that surprised you while traveling? In some cultures, personal space is highly valued, while in others, physical closeness is a sign of friendliness. I was also surprised by varying meal etiquette, such as the importance of silence while eating in Japan versus the lively dining atmosphere in Italy. How do you prepare for a trip to a country with a completely different culture? I research local customs, learn basic phrases in the native language, and familiarize myself with cultural do's and don'ts to avoid unintentional disrespect. What is one historical site you would love to visit and why? I would love to visit Machu Picchu because of its rich history, stunning architecture, and breathtaking views. It represents an ancient civilization's ingenuity and engineering skills. How do you decide whether to travel alone or with others? It depends on the purpose of the trip. If I want self reflection and flexibility, I travel alone. If the trip is for shared experiences, I prefer traveling with friends or family. Technology and society. How has technology changed the way people communicate? Technology has made communication faster and more accessible, but it has also reduced face to face interactions. Social media and instant messaging have reshaped how we maintain relationships. What are the advantages and disadvantages of working remotely? Remote work offers flexibility and eliminates commuting time, but it can lead to a lack of social interaction and blurred boundaries between work and personal life. Do you think artificial intelligence will replace human jobs? Why or why not? AI will automate repetitive tasks, but human creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence will remain irreplaceable in many industries. How do social media platforms influence public opinion? Social media can spread information quickly, shaping political opinions and cultural trends. However, misinformation and bias can also distort perceptions. Should children have limited screen time? Why or why not? Yes, excessive screen time can impact social skills, sleep patterns, and physical health. It's essential to balance digital activities with outdoor and educational engagement.